did your petty sibling rivalry expose your family's darkest secret? If anyone ever tells you sibling fights are harmless, tell them about me and my sister. We didn't just argue. We turned everything into a competition. Who woke up first? Who got the bigger slice of cake? Who mom loved more? It was exhausting, but also our normal, until one small argument tore through our entire family's history. It started on a Sunday morning. Mom had gone to work, dad was mowing the yard, and I was trying to eat cereal in peace. My sister walked in, squeezed the toothpaste from the middle again, and left the cap off. It drove me insane. I yelled that she was disgusting. She yelled that I was controlling. Then she said, "You're only acting like dad because you're not even his favorite." That one stung. So I fired back. At least I wasn't the one they had to buy. Silence. She blinked at me once, set her toothbrush down, and walked out. I thought I'd won. I even said, "Yeah, that's what I thought." But that sentence sat in my head all day. The way she froze. It didn't feel like fake outrage. It felt like I'd hit something real. So that night, curiosity got the better of me. I decided to look for proof, just to see if maybe, by some miracle, I'd guessed right. Mom keeps every important paper in her bedroom desk. Passports, medical forms, everything. I opened the top drawer. Receipts, birthday cards, old keys. Then, at the back, an envelope with our last name written in Mom's handwriting. Inside were 2 birth certificates, hers and mine. Mine looked normal. Hospital name matched. Both parents' names there. Same town I'd grown up in. I opened hers. Different hospital, different city, different parents' names. For a second, I thought maybe I'd found the wrong one, but tucked behind it was a folded court document, stamped and dated years before I was born. Adoption finalized. I remember staring at those words for a long time, my heart racing. I wasn't supposed to know this. It felt private, sacred, and yet I couldn't unsee it. When Mom came home, I was sitting at the dining table with the envelope. She froze in the doorway. She didn't even need to ask. She just whispered, "You found it." That night, we talked for hours. She told me that before I was born, she and dad had struggled with infertility. After 3 miscarriages, they decided to adopt. My sister was only 2 months old when they brought her home. 2 years later, Mom got pregnant with me, completely unexpected. They swore they'd never treat us differently, so they never told her. I didn't know whether to feel guilty or protective or shocked. All I knew was that I'd crossed a line. The next morning, Mom and Dad sat my sister down in the living room. I pretended to play games in my room but kept the door open. I could hear Mom's voice trembling. She told her everything. For a long minute, there was silence. Then I heard my sister start to cry. Later that night, she came into my room. She wasn't angry. She just asked, "Was it true, what you said?" I nodded. She sighed and sat beside me. "You didn't ruin anything," she said. "You just said it out loud." Then she handed me a folded letter. It was from her birth mother, written 16 years ago. 1 page. Her real mom had been 19, alone, and couldn't raise a baby. The letter said she hoped her daughter would end up in a family that loved her without question. That line, "without question," hit me hard, because that's exactly what my parents had done. Over the next few weeks, things were awkward. My sister would disappear into her room more often. Mom hovered. Dad tried to keep everyone smiling. Slowly, though, it started to settle. One evening, while we were watching TV, my sister came in with 2 bowls of ice cream and said, "Hey, you're still the accident, though." We both laughed until we cried. That was her way of saying we were okay. Now it's almost a running joke in our family. Whenever we start to argue, Mom just says, "Careful, last time you 2 fought, we had to rewrite the family tree." So yeah, a petty fight about toothpaste ended up exposing a secret my parents had protected for 16 years. And the weirdest part, that secret didn't break us. It somehow made us closer. If you've got a sibling, think twice before throwing out petty insults. You never know which one might actually be true. What's the wildest secret you ever found out by accident? Comment below.